jewelry and how he would have reacted if it was him in that situation.
Welcome to The Story Thinker, a Webtoons and Witcher podcast for superfans with scene-by-scene analysis. Featuring sharp co-hosts for a fuller picture, we dive deep into character psychology, relationships, and theories. We'd love it if you could like, subscribe, comment, and rate us on all podcast platforms and social media. For bonus content, you can support The Story Thinker on Patreon. Let's begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 109, and we are with Angela and Michelle.
Hi.
Hello.
Awesome, and we are excited. We where did we leave off last with like a lot of relationship drama talk, discussion between Tora and Poppy, and now they are on their little boat, which looks very different than what I thought it would look like.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like a speedboat.
Yes. And this is like a cute little love boat.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
All right. Well, Angela, take it away.
Okay. So we start off with 0 islands down, 3 more to go. And it's Tora's side profile. He's looking kind of tired, or just I don't know what the word is, just kind of exasperated. And she said, then we get this
so true. Like 0. Well, when I first read it, I thought they had already gone to some islands because her tone was so optimistic, and then now I'm reading, I'm like, wait, it says 0 islands down, and she's like, yes, accomplished so much.
I know. And I don't know, like this look in his eye when we drop down, you get the boat, and it says, it's so cute. It's a little tugboat. Says I love fishing, and it's adorable. And she says, cheer up, Captain Big Bro. We could have gotten a rowboat.
I think that should be the name of this chapter, Captain Big Bro. So,
yeah. So I was just like, what?
Yeah, so she's still in like her 𝗥𝗲𝗱, what's the word? Totally forgot the word, escaped me. Thuglet mode. She's like, Big Bro.
Yeah.
It's hilarious when she calls him Big Bro.
I think I don't know. There's when she says like, cheer up, Captain Big Bro. I don't know, like that look in his eye is kind of like, please stop calling me that. Like he's definitely becoming cranky Uncle Tora. So
for me at least, Captain Big Bro is what his thuglets call him. It's not romantic, like for Poppy to call him that. I don't think he wants to Poppy that way. Poppy is
and like
romantic interest.
Yeah, and like I don't think she knows what he's gone through to get that like title of like Big Bro. So I don't know. I think he's just like annoyed. And so we drop down, and he's just thinking like, how did I end up like this? And she's all like cheery and like just off in her own little world, and she's like, and at least we won't get lost at sea. This map is so nifty. She's like, she is just all about like the aesthetics of this boat.
The words are in the cloud bubbles. They're like
like little cutesy, like, oh my gosh. And she's all smiling and giggly. He's driving the boat. And then we get the monitor and the map, and it's so cute. I think Lily should like moonlight as being a map designer. We got a few nods to some fans in MPL. It's got bay, and we have 𝗬𝗏𝗂𝗃 Island, and I think that's just so adorable.
𝗬𝗂𝗃𝗃, that's the bird, right? And
yeah,
what's 𝗬𝗏𝗃? Sorry, I think
Saucy, I think it's
Yeah, it's so cool.
yeah, I thought that was really cute.
What?
Saucy Tuggles she's been a co-host. She does fanfic. She's really talented. So
Oh, okay.
that's so fun. I love it when Lily puts in like these.
And it says, "Here you are," and like, I don't know, I think this is just adorable. Anyway, and then we drop down, and Poppy's like, "Are there really man-eating women at 𝗬𝗏𝗃 Island?" No. Like, part is done. He's like, no.
I feel like that's also a joke, like, you know.
And then we get Rumble, and it's both of them like in the like still in the cabin, and she's just like sheesh. Was just trying to lighten up the mood, and he's looking to the side, like, girl.
Well, it's not disturbed by the Rumble, like he's
Yeah. And
it's incredible here.
so I have missed this man's frowns. Like, I love when he gets that like on his face. But he's looking out. I don't know if he's looking out like at the storm, or if he's just like looking. He's probably just looking out at the storm, or just like looking away, like trying to, I don't know, ignore her or whatever. That's probably what I would do.
Looking at the storm, like the lightning outside.
Yeah. She's like, huh? And it says on the monitor, weather alert, Captain. A sudden rainstorm is approaching. It's got like the cute little like thundercloud. It's adorable.
Yeah, it's like it's taking this, serious threat, and it's like, oh, let me show you how.
Yeah. It's all like kawaii and like adorable. And then she's like, oh crap. And you get the view of the boat in the ocean, and it's rocking.
I love the I love like the
yeah.
purple, deep blue and purple, gorgeous.
Yeah. And then she says, maybe we should turn back. We'll come again tomorrow. And he's like, we won't be coming back tomorrow. Just let me handle this. We're almost there. It's like, but he's like, it's crash, bunch of boxes, like ramming into the door, and slam, and then we get a shot of him saying, damn it, how does this thing, she's like, because it's like it's slamming, the boat is rocking.
For a second, by the way, I was like, is that the ghost? Is the ghost on the boat?
Oh my god. The ghost ship. Yeah. No, that would be a very talented ghost. And she's just like, gah. And then she's like, I'll go shut the door. And there's like fumble, and he's like, no, I'll do it.
He's so good.
He's like,
Sorry.
Hi.
No, like mine froze really bad. My computer just blank screen. So I'm not trying to interrupt. I'm here.
All right, welcome back.
Welcome back. So then he's like, oh no. So she's like, but the water's coming in. slosh. It's all dramatic. He's like, it's fine, just stay where you are. And he's like, he's trying his hardest to just like, you know, stay in control of the situation. There's so much going on right now. The boat is rocking. There's water coming into the cabin. Poppy's doing her Poppy thing of just like trying to, you know, fix everything. And he can't, he's getting fed up with this boat or the monitor or whatever's going on in front of him. And homeboy probably needs a cigarette right now.
Yeah, it's so reminiscent. It reminds me of like myself or my spouse, like whenever we're overwhelmed that we get like annoyed and there's like a lot of things pressuring us and like things are going wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, we become very snappy, you know, in certain moments.
Yeah.
And
Like,
it's very human.
Like it's almost like he is becoming very overstimulated at the moment, which, you know, for him, I feel like he has a lot of control over a lot of things, and once he doesn't have that control over like one small little thing, he starts to like crumble in on himself and he gets snappy, and I get the same way. I get kind of itchy when I can't fix something immediately.
Yes, but before I started the podcast, I was like, it was great all day, I had nothing to do, but then I was like anxious about getting it ready on time, and I was like cleaning up the room and finding the electronics, and I was snappy. I was like, why is this here? Who put this? Who put this?
Yeah. So then we have, I think, lurched. Yep.
And yeah, so the boat is lurching. There's thunder and lightning and lots of rain, so you can definitely see how it's stressful for them. And Tora is still navigating, and Poppy's looking back, and she's thinking to herself, this boat is so tiny and fragile. What if? And we don't really understand what she's thinking until a little bit later. She goes out, she's looking at like the whatever that part of the ship is called, because I have no idea. the back or something, stern, starboard, westboard. I read the novels and I don't get them in my head. So
yeah.
And Tora's like, did you hear what I said? Which is like, first of all, that would annoy me. I'm like, you're not the boss of me. You can tell me what to do.
Yeah.
But yes, anyway. And she's like, I got this. And she's clearly nervous. And we hear the sloshing around. She's sweating, but she goes out. She grabs her yellow green jacket, which is, well, I guess not hers. I think it belongs to the boat, but it's still very Poppy. Really cute.
Reminds me of the Gordon's fisherman like logo guy. Like,
yeah, she was already in fisherman outfit, like you said.
Yeah.
Completing the look. And she's like, be right back. And he's like, Poppy! This is not what he wants. He's like, I think he's worried enough already. He doesn't want her to step out and be in more danger of like going overboard with the ship, no rocks. So he's definitely not happy about that. And there's a lot of sloshing, a lot of rain. We see the equipment in the back, none of which I can identify. There's a net, there's like a bench, and there's like a life jacket or something. And then we see like Poppy's hand looks like it's scratched already. She's trying to pick up the trapdoor on the floor, and she's really struggling with it. It's difficult for her. She's wrapped up in her rain jacket. It's raining hard. A lot of sloshing again, and she's just panting. And she finally is like pulling this thing out, and she's like, she's roughly, and then like, oof, she falls backwards. She got this massive life jacket in her hand. It's like as big as she is. Yeah, and yeah, she's really struggling. And by the way, you notice this like big hole, like there's no the gate doesn't fully surround the boat. I don't think it's meant to go in this kind of weather, and it's like one wrong like rock of the boat and woof, she goes straight through.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't I would not feel safe on this boat. in weather like this.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Tora is kind of like alluding to, like
Stay inside, yeah.
stay in the cabin.
And he's like, Papillon, what the hell are you doing? He's clearly angry. And she's like, I just went to grab a life jacket. And we see her there, and Tora's like standing up. So he's clearly like ready to take some action. And he's looking back. We have the sky is again. He's like, you don't even have a life jacket. Get back here. Rock. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's a little patronizing, a lot patronizing. But listen, I think this is realistic, you know. People say stupid things when they're stressed out.
Yeah.
And then he's like, snap, and he like gets old. Suddenly he's biting his lower lip and he's sweating. And
Yeah.
looking at Poppy sitting on the floor or the deck or whatever it's called, and like she's entirely wrapped around the life jacket with her massive boots. Like, and what do you think of his face? Oh, Shelley, let's see.
Sorry, can you see me when I click on the webtoon, or can you hear me at all?
Yeah, hi.
You now.
Okay, like video and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think of this face? Like, why do you think this face? The snap.
The snap after the alert. Sorry, I'm just making sure. I'm sorry, I'm really far behind.
Sure. When he's looking at her with the life jacket.
Oh yeah, like I don't have time to be your damn babysitter.
Yeah.
And he's all, he's like, wait a fucking second. I should not have said that. Whoopsie daisy. She's like, what? Why? And then he's all, you okay? And he just reassures her and stuff. Wait, is it my turn now?
In a minute, but yeah, I was curious to hear what you said, what you guys thought of, like.
Yeah, he's just like, oh shit, like I did not mean to do that. I think he just reacted with his emotions way more than, you know, it's understandable though. Yeah, I mean, you're crazy weather out and you have an unstable boat, and then like the girl you like is like being a derp, and you're like, stop being a derp. And yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting that the same feelings that, you know, I think he's feeling and worried about her and protective over her, but that is making him also snap out at her.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because he stops himself. Like, I like the way you see that. He's like, shit, like, okay, I can't say that. And
Yeah.
But go ahead, Angela.
I was just gonna say that, like, he tends to stop himself before the like worst of the word comes out, but like it's always a little too little too late, because she catches on and she can read the room, and so yeah, he's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, crap, I did it again. But I think that, you know, he's becoming more cognizant of it, because he would just say whatever he would want to if it was, you know, one of the guys, or, you know, but
Yeah, it's a big adjustment in how you speak.
Yeah, because she's told you before, Betty boy, like she's not one of your men. So, which is kind of funny because she's trying to act like
Right.
them.
She's bringing that out.
Yeah,
he does, like, he calms his tone down, and he asks, you know, he's nicer now. He's like, you okay? And then he tries to placate her. He's like, look, it's a passing storm. The boat's not going to sink. And she interrupts him. She's like, didn't get it for myself. I got it for you. I'm not the one who can't swim. She's not even looking at him. And oh God. And Tora, like, he looks shocked. And I think he's shocked that she would get it for him. I think that, you know, that she would risk, I don't know, her life might be an overstatement, but that she would, you know, put herself in danger because she's concerned over him. I think he's
Yeah.
shocked. And then he probably feels doubly as bad because he's been yelling at her and she was doing it for him all along. So like,
Yeah, I know. And I love it when she pulls that like face out of him. Because I think, you know, he always is so
stoic.
Huh?
Stoic.
Yeah, stoic, and also very intuitive. So when someone can pull that look from him like she has over and over again, I think that just kind of like adds to why he likes her so much, is because she's kind of always keeping that man on his toes, like, shit.
Yep.
So.
And I love what Poppy says next, because she is confronting him and telling him the reality. She's like, "You're a dick, Tora." And she's, you know, she's all wet, but it looks like she's also crying. You know, she has like tears in her eyes.
Yeah.
So, Angela, you really are. And you just see Tora's look of like complete contrition. And he's like, "Oh no, I really want this to happen." And I think it's, you know, I love how realistic this all is. This is like how relationships work. People say stupid things, they get mad, then they feel bad. And like, that's just life. We all go through this.
Yeah.
She's hugging the life jacket. Like, she's hugging it. She needs some comfort right now. She's like, that is her life jacket right now, because I mean, he is being a dick. I get it. Like, I do get it, but like, he's seeking some comfort.
Yeah. You better put that damn thing on.
I know.
After what you did to get it. Yeah, well, we don't see it in the next panels, but maybe he wore it on the boat. All right, Michelle, your turn. We are on the island.
Okay. They get there and you see, "Louise, are you here? We're the rescue team from the city. We're here to
They're like, "Oh, they're so official now. Like, we're the rescue team."
I know, right? And then Tora's trying to be like, "Let's go. It's almost done." And Poppy's just not wanting to give up, which I think is actually pretty cool. The fact that they're out all night in that crappy weather and she just does not want to give up on this girl. And she's all, "Wait, maybe she's here, but she can't hear us. And I gotta yell louder." And I just picture her going, Tora's just all like, "Bro, you're not making sense now. You need to rest. Like, let's go." And she's all, "I'm fine."
I have a question.
That's my picture.
Their assumption, it sounds like they think she's still alive, but like, did Tora get information from the guy to indicate that she wasn't actually dead? Because like, otherwise, why else would they be yelling for her and assuming she can hear them?
Maybe that's something that we'll find out in a couple episodes.
Yeah, so far we didn't have an indication, but yeah.
And I love when in the next one, Poppy's all, "You're not here to babysit me, remember?" And he's all,
He is not going to let him live it down.
Huh?
She's not going to let him live it down.
Yeah, I know. And then she, like, the second she said, she's like, "Crap." Yeah, you know, sometimes you just react out of emotion. This was kind of like an emotional episode for them, if you think about it, because just a lot happened, you know.
Yeah.
And I think she then reflects on her calling Tora a dick, and then she's just like, why did I do that? We only have time for this island. Just search a little more, then leave. And you can tell she's just like, you know, done, just like he is.
Yeah.
And she's also covered in dirt already, which is like really bad.
And she starts doubting herself and saying, like, "It's not his fault. He never asked for my stupid help." I'm like, no, it's okay. Shit happens.
I think part of that is just like, I think she hears Jewelry's voice in her head.
Yeah,
Maybe a little
probably.
bit like, she's trying to kind of play devil's advocate for Tora, because Jewelry would always say like snide remarks and very backhanded things like that, like, hey babe, I appreciate it, but I never actually asked you to help me, or stuff like that. So I'm thinking like maybe this is her way of thinking of Jewelry and how he would have reacted if it was him in that situation. So although
definitely sliding back into the self-doubting tendencies, when
Yeah.
I think she should be admired for her persistence and courage and wanting to do the right thing.
Yeah, she's definitely pulling back from where she was, kind of taking a step back. So yeah, it made me very sad.
Yeah. She's growing. She'll get there.
Jeez.
She'll get there.
Yeah. Progress doesn't have a timeline.
Yeah. And then she's all, Louise, are you here? Sorry. I just feel like she's yelling it like that.
She's a yeller.
And then she trips and then just eats it. And then Tora's all, shit. And then he's all, Bobby. And she just like, like boom. And he starts like getting all scared, like, Bobby, you're bleeding. And I think she just was like, that was her breaking point. She's like, I'm done. She's like, I'm sorry, Tora, I'm a fucking idiot. Am I early this month? She's all kind of like, bro. I think you can tell she was just not there. And yeah. And he's like, what the hell are you talking about? And
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And get your hand out of the sand. I love how he's all, please.
I love his line. I love the, like, I'm bleeding. Am I early? What the hell are you talking about? That's hilarious.
I thought it was so funny.
You need to learn, Tora.
Like all over her face. I have questions about that though.
This is just not the first thing that comes to his mind when he sees blood.
Yeah. And he's just like, come on, you need some sleep. She's like, sorry, okay, and just is coughing a lot. And then there's this mysterious purple thing that she tripped over, which looked kind of familiar.
Like a dinosaur.
Pterodactyl. Tripped over a pterodactyl.
And also Louise was wearing purple pants.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I am of the mind that because in episode 82 we see the purple dinosaur, not Barney, but the
dinosaur. I thought you meant like actual dinosaur. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh my god. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. It's okay. No, but the purple dinosaur that we see Louise with when there's that like shuffle or whatever, and she's laying on the floor, and Gil is like, and he kicks the dinosaur. So like, did he take that, like, take that with her when he went to go, or whoever went to go dump the body? Because it looks a lot like a purple freaking dinosaur. So
yeah.
Which Tora would recognize in the next episode.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's a good trail. I bet she's like right around.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, well, I'm excited that they're like hopefully going to discover her real soon.
Oh yeah. Hopefully.
I know.
I just can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the episode overall?
I would say it's short but sweet, and I think it gives us a bit to think about, and it was kind of cool to see them really at high tension situations together. And yeah, it's just, I hope they get a little better like reacting under pressure, but otherwise I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait to read more.
Nice. Yeah. What about you, Angela?
I think honestly for me, I loved the scene when they were like the boat was rocking, there was a storm. It's kind of like there's that thing about water where every time that there is like water in MPL, there's some sort of like breakthrough or something like that. For this time, you know, they're in uncharted waters. They are in very high high oh God, what's the word? High stress, you know, things going on. So that whole storm was, you know, not just a physical thing happening, but it was also like a mental storm going on between the two of them. So I love how she put that in there.
That's a good analogy. I like that.
Yeah.
My favorite part is I love that it was so realistic. You know, as someone who's been married for like 13 years, the arguments is just, I love how it's so realistic, and you know, it doesn't shy away from like the reality of people's lives and relationships. I love that. All right, we have like 30 seconds left. Do you guys choose a favorite art panel in 10 seconds or less?
Tora's surprise face when she's all, I got the life vest for you.
Oh
yeah. I think my favorite one was when she's like kind of flopping down on the beach. She's kind of acting, I'm gonna get so much hate for this, but she's kind of acting like a toddler that he has to babysit.
Thank you so much to my current patrons: Suzie, Lily, Molly, Veronica, Emily, Jo, Rochelle, Saucy, Tuggles, Ian, Rose, Alexa, Misti, Joanne, Esther, 𝗪𝗏𝗄𝗎, Emily, Jean, Kay, Lily, Beckett, Miranda, Christine, Sadie, Teresa, Mrs. 𝗥𝗲 𝗀𝗀𝗀, and 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗀. Your support is truly appreciated.